Stephen A. Smith just can't stop capping for Deion Sanders. He can't stop. He can't stop. And see, he is the poster child, him and Shannon Sharp. But why I keep telling y'all, even all HBCU grads ain't really supporters. Because this bullshit he talking ain't nothing but cap. Big cap at that. But let's talk about it. Before we do, though, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. Just goddamn hit that button. Okay? I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. Like I said, hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your people. Okay? As we continue on our quest to become the Amazon, the Walmart of black culture. Okay? But y'all, if y'all missed it, Stephen A. Smith, not on First Take, but on his, I guess, Stephen A. World podcast, No Mercy. I don't know. On one of his many goddamn telecasts, he went on this rant about Deion Sanders and how he was able to really steal the show with Colorado's spring game. You know, to my it's well documented now. If you're on social media, you've seen how Colorado had really nobody at last year's spring game, and how this year with Deion Sanders, they were able to pack that thing out. Also, how they were able to have their spring game nationally televised over some quite notable programs in the country, including national champions. So Stephen A. says that this shows that all black people in the country need to be rooting for Deion Sanders, because what he's doing is for black people, whether he's intentionally doing it or not. And that by him having success in Colorado, it may open the door for other great coaches from the HBCU ranks. Stephen A. Smith goes as somebody who's intelligent. He used all these big words. But you know damn well. What Prime is doing ain't gonna mean shit for these great coaches in the HBCU ranks. It ain't. It's not. As I tweeted out, I just tweeted out a picture of Trey Oliver, head coach of North Carolina Central, who they beat our ass. Again, if you're watching from around the world, I'm a Jack State supporter. Okay. North Carolina Central beat our ass in the Celebration Bowl, 2022 Celebration Bowl. Buddy Pugh of South Carolina State, they beat our ass in the 2021 Celebration Bowl. And to my knowledge, I haven't seen it reported that any of these Power 5 schools have reached out to these two men who outcoached Deion Sanders, whose teams outperformed our teams that had the better talent from top to bottom. Now, I know some hear me say that and they get in their feelings and get into this swag versus MEAC shit. I'm not getting into that. I know what the MEAC been doing in the Celebration Bowl. I've seen that, okay? I've seen that record. I've seen it. But I'm talking about that Jackson State, well, those two Jackson State Tiger teams. That shit was not regular. Y'all go back and look. Y'all go look at the recruiting class. Y'all saw what we had. Y'all saw what we had. Okay? Y'all saw the numbers we were doing. We're not just leading at HBCUs. That shit was leading all FCS. Had the number one defense in the country. Come on now. Let's not do this. We understand that those two teams were those were the two most talented teams in HBCU football. Top to bottom. We were. If you think I'm wrong, then tell the folks that come out with the recruiting data and the recruiting rankings and all, tell them that they're wrong for ranking us so much higher than everybody else. Don't look at the scoreboard and say it was wrong for how we were dominating. That's just a fact. But in those games, those brothers outcoached Deion Sanders and they won. Now I know some talk about, oh, they got the extra time because we had a SWAC championship and they don't have a. Man, fuck all that. Even with that extra time, we should have won those fucking games. But we had all this hoopla and all these distractions and all that kind of stuff, and we didn't come out there ready to play. And these guys had their squads ready. Kudos to them. That looks like they did some damn good coaching. And again, I ain't seen nothing that says any goddamn Power 5 program hollered at them. Though I hear others talking about, well, yeah, they're not hollering at them because they're not box office. They don't put any asses in the seats. They don't sell merch. Of course not, because Deion Sanders is a celebrity. Then I see others talking about, well, it ain't just that he's a celebrity, it's because he won. True. That's true. But guess what? The white boys ain't got to be a celebrity and win. They just got to win. What kind of damn celebrity is Lincoln Riley? Like, of course, now he's at USC, but I'm talking about before he did what he did at Oklahoma. Was he a celebrity? Did he automatically put asses in the seats when he got to Oklahoma? Or was he some guy that worked his way up? Nick Saban. Ain't nothing box office about that man personality. You go look at his football life. The man worked his way up. Jim Tressel comes to mind because I watched his football life. Former coach of Ohio State. These just guys that worked their way up. They didn't have to put asses in the seat. They just were proving that they can win. And you know what happens? Winning puts asses in the seats. Which goes to show you once again, that's part of the reason with Colorado, you see this clearly just celebrity. Because them motherfuckers ain't won shit and don't look like they finna win shit this first year. Unless he finna do a hell of a flip. And if he finna outcoach USC and Oregon and Utah and all that kind of stuff. So it's celebrity, it's the excitement. And I get it. Now, some may argue, well, didn't he do the same thing for y'all, Jackson State? Jackson State supporters keep telling you motherfuckers. Jackson State been like that. Jackson State supporters have been rabid fans. They've been fanatic. Like the true meaning of fan. They've been that. But of course, when you bring a motherfucker in like that, it brings in some casuals too. You feel me? So that man's a celebrity coach out there. Those boosters at Colorado saw that man could recruit at a high level at a HBCU and said, God damn, what can he do with some of our money? Because we got billionaire boosters. We got a few millionaire boosters. What can he do with our money then? That's what they saw. That's what they saw. Ain't nobody say that schematically. Prime just some X and O's. He Bill Walsh all of a sudden. Or he Bill Belichick all of a sudden schematically. They're to bring the guys in and let his coaches do their job. That's what they want. That's what they want from him. Bring the guys in, bring in the recruits, particularly get these black boys. How can we get these stud black athletes out here to these fucking mountains? Let's get a guy like Deion Sanders. That's what they wanted. But these other goddamn PWIs on the Power 5 level, not looking at the other HBCU coaches like that. Unless it's somebody like a Eddie George, who has some celebrity. Unless it's somebody like a Hugh Jackson, who's been in the NFL and has some celebrity. Ed Reed would have been able to do this same kind of thing. But these rank and file cats, the Buddy Pughes, the Trey Olivers, the T.C. Taylors, come on, man. They not finna do that. We've seen this movie before. So why is Stephen A doing this? Why? Why is he doing it? I'm gonna tell you why. Stephen A. Smith want to be embraced by those celebrity circles more than his HBCU circle. See, he's made it. He's made it. He's an HBCU grad. So he's a millionaire too. So he feels like he's one of the ones that should be able to talk down and tell motherfuckers, you know what I'm talking about? Like he don't like how HBCU supporters were talking about Prime. And so from his soapbox, he's gonna tell his own. I bet not hear y'all saying nothing about Deion Sanders. I don't want to hear it. And now he can tell Prime, yeah, man, I told them they were wrong for that. We always our worst enemy. We crabs in the barrel. Bullshit. Bullshit. What Prime is doing out there in Colorado is for Prime. That shit is for Prime. And like I said before, more power to him. Because if he fails, those young men fail, including some young men who I still have respect for. Tyler Brown comes to mind. Shout out to that young king. Okay, that young king went to my high school. He's from the Metro Jackson area. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking he's from Jackson. He came on my show. No, I appreciate that. Intelligent young man. I wish that young man well. If Prime fails, that young man fails. You know what I'm saying? If Prime fails, that damn sure will hurt black coaches. Because they going to say again, oh, y'all can't think. You just all showing shit. But if he wins, that's not finna help these other guys because they going to look and say, that's Prime. That's Deion Sanders. They might look for another Deion Sanders. Might look for another celebrity black coach that can recruit. But these great schematic coaches, these guys who are growing players and graduating players and making men down here, them folks still ain't finna give a shit about them. And that's real. So Stephen A. Smith need to stop fucking capping for Prime. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?